Hey everybody, it's December 31st. We've almost made it through 2020. I sure hope 2021's better. Just a quick little video. Like I said once before, I'm not going to go into long videos with lots of editing. I just don't have time for that. But I wanted to take a minute to explain a little bit about what I'm planning for 2021 in regard to Vintage Baby, my e-commerce goals for the year. I want to step up. Well, let me back up. I'm going to scale up. I'm also going to scale down. And I'll explain the scale down in a minute. But I'm going to scale up. I'm going to concentrate more on getting more listings done on a daily basis. More tweaking of existing listings, the dead stock that just doesn't seem to sell. I want to work on that and get rid of those items. I want to spend more quality time on sourcing. Less running around willy-nilly, hoping to find something and then not, and wasting all of that time. I want to be more targeted, more focused on that area. And I'm going to continue to branch out into different platforms. A little bit of background about how I got started in e-commerce, really kind of on a whim. I picked up a scarf, just a vintage square scarf, about a year and a few months ago. Just out thrifting with my mother. And something about it spoke to me, and I said, I think this might be worth something. I didn't know anything about scarves, okay? I wasn't a thrifter. Oh, I was a thrifter. I wasn't a reseller at that point. Anyhow, so I bought the scarf. It was a whole whopping 50 cents. And I got home that evening and decided to look it up and went to eBay. Don't know why. I really wasn't even an eBayer that much. I bought an occasional item every once in a while. Anyhow, I looked it up and I went, oh, well, okay then. And called my mom, told her, hey, I got something really good when we were at Goodwill earlier. And listed the scarf. It happened to be a TWA stewardess uniform scarf. And I listed it, and within a couple of days, I can't remember now, I've sold too many things since then, but within a couple of days, it sold for $60. 50 cents into $60. I was hooked. So I decided I'm going to keep doing this just as a hobby, just have a little bit of fun here and there. And I kept having some success. Not everything would sell immediately like that, but I would sell and make a profit. And I was like, I kind of like this. So I listed a few things on eBay, but I wasn't real sure what I wanted to do. So I moved over to Etsy because I was focusing on vintage items, hence my name, Vintage Baby by Gina. And I moved over to Etsy and had success at Etsy. I have no qualms with Etsy, okay? Had some success with Etsy. Sold quite a few things, got a repeat customers, and was like, okay, all right. But then I started feeling a little bit pigeonholed with the vintage items. I wanted to be able to sell whatever I wanted to sell. And so I migrated back over to eBay. And I completely left Etsy. I said, nope, I'm going to do eBay. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, that's great. I did well. Well enough that I could quit my job and do e-commerce full time. I'm having a hard time saying e-commerce because I considered myself an eBayer for a very long time. Oh, and I just made a sale. Hey. So anyhow, I did eBay for quite a few months solely. And then in the fall of 2020, I thought, I'm going to put a few things back on Etsy and see if I can sell them there. Things that weren't selling on eBay. Things that were vintage. And I thought maybe I would get a better audience over at Etsy. Moved some things over to Etsy, but left them on eBay. Did my first cross-posting. Nervous as all get out that I was going to sell something on one platform and sell it on the other before I could get it taken down. Hasn't happened yet, thankfully. After going back to Etsy with just a few listings, not very many, I think I currently have like 20 listings there. I have like almost 1,000 on eBay. Well, then I found List Perfectly. This isn't a sponsored thing, but I found List Perfectly and thought, oh, I'll give that a try for a month, see if I like it. Yeah, it's addictive. So now I have listings on eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. So 5 different platforms. Plus, I sell locally to friends and family that when they want a gift, they come over to my house and they check out my stock and we go from there. So I'm keeping busy, but I want to build that up even more. I want to possibly go on Bonanza. Haven't decided yet for sure on that, but I'm thinking about going on to Bonanza. I want to cross-post more of my listings. I just did a few listings here and there on the different platforms to get a feel for them during Q4. Really am liking it though. So far I have sold on every platform. Different things. I'm learning each platform's niche, and it's a learning process. So anyhow, I want to scale that up. I want to list more on more platforms. I want to utilize List Perfectly better than I am. I'm still learning about it, but it has so much potential. Like I said, source better, source wiser, spend less time with better results. I'm going to stop dealing with the little $5, $10 items that I started off with because I just don't have time for that type of a return. My time is worth more than that. And that's something that I've come to realize towards the end of this year is my time is valuable. It's more valuable than I first thought it was. So I'm going to be scaling up my business. I'm also tinkering with possibly doing some classes on teaching people how to use e-commerce. I have a class that I'm going to be doing in February. I'm very nervous about it because I've never taught a class in my life, but they're friends, so it'll be a good test run for me. I'm going to do that. Thinking about possibly designing some brand items. And I'm even, you guys give me your opinion on this. Years ago, I used to have a candle business. I made candles. And I used to do the craft show circuit where I would take fill up my car with candles and a tent and go to a craft show, set up for 2 days, 3 days, sell my candles, make a nice little profit. I'm thinking possibly of getting back into the candle making business on a smaller scale, of course, and selling them on e-commerce. I need to check into the liability on that, but it's just a thought that I'm having for one aspect of scaling up my business this year. Or next year, because it's still the 31st. So next year, the 2021. So that's scaling up my business. Now, scaling down is not my business. It's a personal thing. I quit my job in September. Haven't regretted it once, trust me. But I've been at home for the last 3 months. And where I used to work in a group home. I had stairs. I was going up and down the stairs all day, all night. And I don't have that here. I mean, I have a few stairs to get in my house, but no stairs in the house. Well, it's been a bit more sedentary of life the last 3 months than I was used to, and my body is showing it. Unfortunately, it's really easy when you're sitting here at the computer to just grab something and eat it and grab something and eat it. And I've gained too much weight. I'm not going to give numbers. I'm just not. But it's time to do something about that. So while I'm scaling up my business, I'm hoping to scale down my size. And I'm not going to focus on that on this channel. But I will mention it every once in a while. Just give you an update every once in a great while. Not a big deal, but I'm hopefully you guys can keep me accountable maybe, if you want to. You don't have to. But I'm not real good with discipline on my eating. So this is going to be interesting, and I haven't quite even decided what I'm going to do as far as dieting. I don't know if I'm going to go with one of the formal diets out there or if I'm just going to watch what I eat. But I will say this. My ultimate goal for scaling down is 100 pounds. Yeah, 100 pounds. I know that's not going to happen overnight, and I'm not expecting it to happen in 2021, but I want to get a good start on it in 2021. So, anyhow, I don't think I have much else I want to talk about today, and this really went longer than I planned on it. I mean, we're at 11 minutes now. But, one thing. My late packages with USPS. I've been lucky. I haven't had to give any refunds yet. It's been real close. But I went ahead because I hit the 30-day mark on some of my packages yesterday. And I went ahead and filed claims with USPS on 3 of them. And guess what got delivered today? Those 3 packages. Coincidence? I don't know. I'm just glad they got delivered. The customers are happy. And that's the bottom line right there, is to make sure that the customers are happy. But I found it very interesting that I filed 3 claims to get my money back on the priority packages that were gone for 30 days. And they got delivered today. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyhow, I will keep you updated on my scaling up. I will keep you semi-updated on my scaling down. And I will see you in the next one. Happy shopping, everyone.